shit crazy.
Welcome to Daily Conversation. Hope you enjoyed the show.
What's going on, man? Your boy Torae is here. As we are dealing with all the craziness that is COVID-19, I wanted to get my good friend Jennifer on, who does a lot of amazing things. Jennifer, first and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out. I'm sure you are even more busy than you normally are, especially with what's happening with the coronavirus. So if you will, just introduce yourself to the people and let them know exactly what it is that you do.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody is safe and well. My name is Jennifer Leff. I am the Senior Director of MusiCares in the New York office, and MusiCares is the charitable arm of the Recording Academy, and we provide assistance to the professional music industry. So hopefully that's all of you who are out there listening.
Absolutely. Now, I've gotten wind of MusiCares probably in the last 3 years when I joined the Academy, almost 4 years now. And it was one of the things that I was drawn to just because of the type of, organization that it is and what they do for the musicians, and you don't even have to be a part of the Recording Academy, which I thought was amazing. So can we just jump right into what exactly is going on with the COVID-19 relief and how more people can get the information and be a part of it?
Absolutely. So MusiCares, we are always poised to help the music community when there's a crisis. So if you think back to Hurricane Katrina, if you think back to some of the floods that have taken place, Super Sandy, we were always there, and we had a disaster relief fund for folks that were affected. That was always regional. So right now we have the COVID Relief Fund, which we know is affecting everybody across the nation. So anybody who has at least 3 years working in the industry, and we changed that for COVID for 3 years, or you have to have 6 commercially released tracks or 6 commercially released videos. You can apply for assistance, and we are providing up to $1,000 for housing and rent. So basically immediate needs that people need. If you go to our website, musicares.org, MUSICARES.org, you will find the application online, and you can apply and send it directly to the email or fax number that's on the application. We're going to ask for a discography or resume, something that is proving that you are in fact a working musician, as well as proof of cancellation of gigs or any sort of work that you had. As you can imagine, we have an incredible volume of applications coming in. So please be patient, send it in. We are reviewing every single application that comes in, and then we will be distributing funds once they are approved. Awesome. If you have any questions, you can call an office. You're welcome to call the New York office where I am. But again, because we are getting a lot of calls, because we are flooded with queries right now, just be patient. If someone doesn't get back to you right away, give us a few days. We will get back to you. The other thing I want to add is we have a few support groups going on. So in addition to financial assistance, which absolutely people need, it's immediate. I want people to know that we're doing other things as well. So we have we have support groups that are going on. They're cyber groups. One is on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central Time. One is on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. And we have another one that's Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time. You can go on our Facebook or our Instagram. You will see who to contact in order to get that information. This is a time where we all need to connect. We need to get support from one another. We don't want to feel so isolated, which certainly this is what this time is bringing all of us. So connect, get support from your friends, from your colleagues, other people in the industry. We want to provide that for you. In addition to those support groups, we also have our weekly recovery support groups, and those are for folks who are in recovery from drugs and or alcohol. typically have these on a weekly basis in person. Clearly, we had to change things up. If you go on our website, you can also get that information where you can join a Zoom and get some support from afar and get support from like-minded people and know that you are not alone. But we are here to help.
Have people been, I guess that last part that you mentioned, do you feel like the volume has increased with people just trying to cope and deal with the stress of what's going on with the coronavirus? Do you think people are maybe going back to, maybe being a little more triggered and their addiction is kind of creeping back up on them?
I think it's a trying time. So I think whenever there is any sort of stressor or trigger, there's always an increased likelihood of either desire or relapse. That being said, everybody knows that we have to reach out and get some help now. So if it's not MusiCares, I was just talking to somebody last night. She was going on to her AA Zoom meeting. There are Cocaine Anonymous Zoom meetings. There's NA meetings online. Please reach out to whomever it is. I know there's a lot of, again, if it's not MusiCares, there's a lot of other support out there. If you go to some of the COVID-19 mental health supports, you can find others if you don't want to join one of our groups. But people are reaching out and people want to connect right now.
Right. Now, obviously, we discussing COVID-19 because it's upon us right now. Like I said, I've been aware of MusiCares for the last few years. It's been doing a lot of amazing things. Even as I'm out doing shows, festivals, I see that you guys have different things set up at different festivals, live events. Can you just speak to some of those other initiatives that you guys do outside of what's happening right now?
Sure. So if we go back 5 weeks, right, let's think about somebody whose gear was stolen and they need help replacing it. You can call us, apply for a grant in order to help replace some of that gear. If somebody needs to get to a doctor and they are uninsured and they need to go, you can apply for a grant. We'll get you to a doctor. We'll get you to a dentist. We have hearing health initiatives to really drive home the importance of saving that hearing. And we go backstage at major festivals and conferences to provide complimentary impressions and earplugs for those people who wouldn't necessarily otherwise be able to, one, afford it or have the time to go get it on their own.
Absolutely.
We do a lot of workshops, a lot of panels that talk about anything from financial resilience to staying sober on the road to stress management. We've done them on women in finances, seniors. So we really try to reach every single need of that music person who's out there. Again, those are usually done in person. We just did one last week that was a webinar. So certainly I will send things to Torae. He can post them. If there's anything you want to join that we have online, do so. Again, we're here to educate. We're here to support.
Absolutely. There was Find the Money. When you guys did the Find the Money panel, I said that tons of people told me that they went and they were educated. Now, when you talk about the funding, I just want people to know the difference between like a loan and a grant, right?
Sure.
Because these are grants. So please speak to that.
So when you apply for a grant, this is not money that you need to pay back. A grant from MusiCares is going to go to the third party, which means if you are needing assistance with rent, we're going to pay your landlord directly. We're going to pay Con Ed directly. We're going to pay the doctor directly. You do not need to report this on taxes. That's a question that a lot of people ask. People say, do I have to pay it back? No, you don't. It's not a loan. It's a grant. Some people like to pay it forward and say, if I'm able to, I want to be able to help the next person. But the key to remember here is that these are short-term grants and every case is looked at on an individual basis. So if you call and say, but my friend got so-and-so, we're going to say to you, we're looking at you individually and what your situation is.
Absolutely. How is MusiCares funded?
So we're really lucky in that we do not rely on government support. We are privately funded. So it's from music lovers, it's from the industry, labels, executives, it's all privately funded. And so these are people who want to support the working musicians out there.
Absolutely.
You guys give a lot, and we need to be there to give you back to you.
Sure. And I can speak directly to MusiCares and the help and the assistance that it gives people. I've recommended some people to Jen. I've used the service. And also when you guys did they had a dentist kind of like a pop-up where people could get their teeth checked out. And I just went through, I'm one of the people who fortunate enough to be able to go, but I went just to see what the process was like. Was it intrusive? Was it uncomfortable? It was great. The doctors were great. The dentists were great. They did x-rays. They told you what you needed. So, for people who don't have, a lot of people in the industry who might not have medical insurance, MusiCares offers some amazingly phenomenal programs. And I just wanted to get the word out. I know we have been talking about trying to figure out a way to do this for a while. But with COVID-19 happening right now and so many people needing relief, I mean, every festival has been canceled. I've had 3 gigs of my own canceled with the addition of covering Rolling Loud and some other festivals. So everybody, I feel like, is feeling it in some sort of way, shape, form, or fashion. People are dealing with loved ones. People are dealing with the virus themselves. And I think everybody is kind of feeling the financial crunch. And so I just wanted to, get you on really quick. I know you're super busy, tons and tons of inquiries, I'm sure. But I do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for doing this and for what you do year round. One of my favorite people. If anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I do. I want to just add, this is really important. Whenever an inquiry comes our way, it's strictly confidential.
Right.
So if you were to call MusiCares and request assistance, if you were to call and just want to get information, everything is strictly confidential. And that is part of our mission. And we adhere to that. We're very serious about it. And we treat everybody with integrity. Absolutely. The other thing I just want to add is please go to musicares.org. If you're not looking for financial assistance, we have resources up there. Go check it out. Please spread the word. We are here to help.
For sure. It's an amazing asset. As much as I can get the word out about it, I do so. Some of the good things, we hear so much talk about the Recording Academy, but let's shine some light on some of the amazing, humanitarian things that are being done within the Academy as well. Jen, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Be safe, everybody.
Yes, you too. Be safe. Love to you and your loved ones. And hopefully I'll see you in person soon.
Yes, I hope so.
Absolutely. Bye. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. That's my girl, Jen. She's amazing. Like I said, COVID-19 is crazy. It came out of nowhere. I don't feel like anybody was prepared for what was happening. And MusiCares is doing some really, really awesome things. So I'm going to put the site down here once I post this so you guys can get right to it. And if you have any questions, you can reach out directly to me. If I don't have the answers, I'll direct you to, Jen's still here. I'll direct you to Jen and, we can get through this together as a community, as a family, and all of that, man. Your boy Torae, I'm up out of here signing off. Thank you for checking us out. Jen, thank you so much.
That shit crazy.
Welcome to Daily Conversation. Hope you enjoyed the show.